You know what I noticed about you, like your Instagram, especially. How are you so comfortable with your sexuality?
Because it's mine. It's mine. I can't control it. Like, it's there. It's like saying, how do you control your fingers and toes? You don't. They're just there. Um, I've just always been very naturally seductive. Um, and there's power behind that just because of my confidence, but I'm also humble as hell. So I think there's this
Mm,
mystery of, like, who is she? What is she about? And then people meet me and they're like, whoa, you're nothing like I thought you were going to be.
mm.
I'm goofy as hell. My mouth is
Oh
disgusting.
my god.
It's
Oh my
disgusting.
god.
But
Uh,
I'm the most loyal person you'll ever meet.
uh,
And I'm very, very kind and giving and compassionate. But people are all automatically think that I'm going to be stuck up or
mhm.
rude, and it's not the case at all. So
Yeah, she a clown.
I'm a clown.
She's a
That's what I
clown.
do.
She's a
How's
clown.
how's the writing sessions and the acting sessions between y'all?
Oh, with us?
Yeah.
Y'all, yeah, it's you know what's really funny? Like we've done several videos that aren't even out yet because we're like I said we got some stuff planned for 2021,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna have to be honest with you, man. Even the behind the scenes stuff is sometimes funnier than the real shit
I
Oh, it
bet.
because
is.
she
I
a
bet.
fool.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Like
stupid. Most of the
she's
stuff can't
stupid.
be aired.
Yeah, we can't put that out there, but yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, we like I said, man, we get along like nobody's business. Like it just is what it is.
And everybody gets along.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so magical, especially in this, like, black Hollywood, black YouTube Hollywood kind of, uh, this group is, everyone works together. Like,
Mm.
Yeah, everybody
it's
supports each
such
other.
a collaboration, and you don't see that too much in Hollywood. You hear about cutthroat and people backstabbing, and you don't get that here.
No.
um it's more like, okay, the pretty girls want other pretty girls in their video because they make more money that way. So there's no, like, oh, I don't want her in my video, she's too hot. Nah, bring that fat ass over here, girl. I'm gonna need you to wear a thong, get some of that lip gloss, and bring that baby oil. Cool. All right,
Mm,
see you too. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
pretty much how it is.
mm.
Which for me, because I'm a twin, yes, I'm a twin, you guys. um I like a community. I like working together as a team. So this is like ideal for me. This career change and choice is ideal for me, for
Yeah.
sure.
I we had Daphne Springs on maybe damn, it's been a long time, about 8 months now. And she said something to the effect of the internet is like the new Black Wall Street, where we can be as creative as we want, no rules, and we can collaborate and build community as you guys just said.
And it's true,
That's
and
real.
it's a way that non-commercial looking people, right? Like,
Yeah.
people are able to get seen, and their
Mm-hmm.
talents get seen even though they're not mainstream.
Mm,
We're breaking down so many walls and boundaries that it's unbelievable. People watch more YouTube than they do anything else right now.
That's
oh,
real.
for sure,
um,
for sure.
and it's an amazing thing to be a part of this breakthrough in this journey. And I'm like, always still so shocked when people are like, hey, Char, I wrote this, I want you in it. I'm like, me? Like, I'm still just kind of like, okay, like,
Uh,
fuck yeah, let's do it. But I think for me, what's going to help complete my journey is to be able to, like we were talking about, generational wealth, um, and to be able to help other people. I definitely want to start a podcast one day about my journey, about being a survivor of domestic abuse, and finding the courage to say, you know what, I matter. you
mm.
know um, and that's a whole nother, we don't want to get too deep into that, but everyone has a story to tell.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
absolutely.
and I want to use my story to help empower other people, not just men, not women, but anyone that's finding themselves in a challenging situation where they just need simple courage.
Mm,
The courage is what's going to keep you moving and going, and courage means, you go out there and you do something that you're terrified of.
mm.
Terrified. And eventually I'll get there. Until then, it's just going to be TNA.
How do you put up with all that, Sam? How do you put up with all that?
Hey, like I said, we're brother and sister, man. Like thick and thin for real.
Uh,
So it is what it is, Hey, and you know what? It doesn't hurt business. So
Right. Oh, shit. See, but it does hurt my floor. You gotta clean that shit up.
She always got me mopping shit up. I mean, I'm always fucking up something. And she always like, hey, nigga, clean this up. Clean this up. You over here cooking and you fucking up shit. I'm like, all right, my bad. But no, I mean, it's cool, man. I mean, I'm just happy that, for her, that she's actually able to get the positive attention, knowing what she's gone through, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that positive affirmation, I completely support what she's doing. Because even though she's being sexy, it still has a lot of class to it. She's not going completely extreme with it, you know what I mean? And she could, and so it's not about the dollars, because she could, but she's not, because she has a lot of self-respect, and my job is to just support her like she supports me.
I think for me, the one thing that's always stopped me from doing a lot of things that make a quick buck is that my motivation is not money.
No.
Money comes and goes, you guys. You all know that. It's feast or famine. You get a lot of money one day, and then you look up, and the more you get, the more you spend. So for me, it's not about, I can get a lot of money for showing my nipples. Okay? Please. That's easy. That's low-hanging fruit. Almost as low as my titties.
Hey, nipples make a nickel.
Almost as low as my titties. Okay?
Nipples will make a nickel.
But I know that I'm more than that.
Right.
I know I'm more than that. But I'm also flattered. It's like, damn, you guys want to see my 40-year-old, almost 40-year-old fucking ass? Perfect. But I mean, I don't mind being objectified, but I'm going to do it to my discretion. I'm going to do it to what I'm comfortable with. And I set the boundaries. These young girls are allowing other people and the dollar to set their boundaries.
Right.
And the problem with that is, for me, okay, I've already done the house. I've already done the marriage. My son will be 20 years old in 2 days. So I've already had the kids, the picket fence, the house, all of the nuclear family. So do I really care about my reputation in 10 years? Fuck no. Not at all. However, these young girls do, and they should. In 10 years, they're only going to be 30-something years old. They still can be looking for a husband. They're still going to be they have to explain to their children why, Mommy, how come I can see in your birth canal before you even got pregnant with me? What's this video? You know what I mean? Like, they don't have to worry about that with me. Even though I'm not showing my birth canal at all. But you understand what I'm saying. So
I get you.
My journey is different.
Yeah, and for those of you, they obviously gonna want more organic Charlene on YouTube. Cash App, right? Facts.
She's on Cash App.
Organic Charlene on Cash App, YouTube, and OnlyFans, and definitely on Instagram. And speaking of like the second half of your life, you have something called Char's Car.
Oh yes.
I thought that shit was funny as hell. And talk about the origin of that. And actually, now that you've told the world in the barbershop, and feel free to call in. It takes them time to warm up to call in, so feel free to call in. And but
why are you guys shy? I don't bite.
Yeah.
It's not hard. I promise you.
Char's Car. What did that come about?
So Char's Car came from me being new to LA. When I moved to LA,
From where?
From Inland Empire, Riverside County, San Diego, Riverside County area. And I moved here in March. That's when everything shut down. So I just got, separated, just kind of like, okay, I'm working, blah, blah, everything is shut down. So there's no dating. I've never dated. I got married when I was 18 years old. So from 18 till 39, I've never dated. So, and there is no dating now. Like, you can't go on a date anymore, right? You can't go to a restaurant. You can't go anywhere. So I was like, you know what? I want to use the pitiful part of my life and make something funny out of it. So I was like, I want to do speed dating. So let's do speed dating, but we'll do it in my car. Okay, cool. Who's going to be in the speed date? I'm like, you know what? Let's get a bunch of different content creators and have them as like guest stars as my dates. Now, the kicker with this series is that I don't know what kind of character they're going to play. So it's all improv. It's everything. It's all my facial expressions. All that shit is real because I don't want them to tell me. I want it to be natural. There's no cuts, there's no editing. It's something that's very simple for a beginner like me to do. I just literally, it's exactly, it's organic. I put the camera up, turn that bad boy on, and say, all right. And then when I go like this, they come in, and I don't know what kind of foolishness they're going to come up with.
That's dope.
Craig was funny.
But Craig, yeah, Craig
was funny.
He's so stupid. He's so fucking stupid.
Which one is?
But I love it.
Which one was Craig?
I don't want to ruin it for anyone that hasn't seen it, but Craig is the one that has to be beat.
Yeah,
no one's beat Craig yet.
It. Yeah, Craig was it.
And so what I'm going to do next week, after I drop a few more, is I'm going to do a video and request people to take a vote on who I should go on a second date with. And I guarantee everyone's going to pick Craig.
It's going to be Craig.
They're going to pick Craig. But then I kind of want to take it like a spinoff of that same series and eventually find love with someone to go on a second date with. So.
Is love realistic? Do you still believe in love?
Absolutely, I believe in love because I am love.
Okay.
I am love. I've learned to start loving myself, which is so important. I know it's a cliche and it's like, oh, okay, Char, whatever you're talking about, but it's true. It really is true. If you can't love yourself, you're empty. You can't pour from an empty cup, So I've had to learn that. I mean, being a mother since I was and a wife and being a twin and all of those things that I thought was my identity, having all of that kind of pulled away from me. And I'm looking around like, who in the hell am I? Who am I? Who am I supposed to be? So I'm starting with love. I'm starting with loving myself, telling myself. I have a quote that I read every day. And I said, you are worth it and you matter. And that's crazy that you have to remind yourself that you're human, that you're a person. But that's what I have to do every day. And that starts with loving myself. So yeah, I believe in love. Absolutely. I believe in hate too, though. I believe in hating the motherfuckers so bad.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure Sam does too, dealing with you all the time.
I am nothing but. What's up with all the insults towards me? Right? Well, let's insult him a little bit.
Okay. No, I'm just bantering,
Running up on him real quick.
Because you know some stuff don't mean you got to put me out there on Front Street. You ain't got to do
even it out. You just got to even it out.
Everybody's here for Char.
I take a shot, right? And obviously no one's willing to take their shot in the barbershop tonight because this is the quiet. It's just the funniest shit. If you guys watch any episode, we got our first caller, but any episode you guys watch, the phones are off the hook. When a beautiful woman come here, but we got our first call, 202